Just a little reminder to subscribe, like, and share if you find this video valuable. Today we're looking at the Logitech Circle2 Wired Camera. This is a wired camera with motion sensors, night vision, flexible mounts. It's not a bad little device. It does work with Apple Homekit, but I want to point out that the Logitech Circle 2, only the wired version works with Homekit. Logitech has confirmed that this is a limitation with Apple Homekit support, that they can't use a wireless camera, which sounds a little suspect to me, considering the D-Link Omna is a wireless camera. The Netatmo Presence is a wireless camera. The Netatmo Welcome is a wireless camera. The Arlo Babycam is a wireless camera. So the other HomeKit supported or soon to be supported cameras all seem to be wireless, but that's Logitech's story and they're sticking to it. The other nice thing about the Circle 2 is it supports multiple ecosystems. It's not just Apple. So it supports Apple HomeKit, it supports Google Assistant, and it works with Amazon's Madam A. But read the fine print. It only works currently, as far as I can tell, with the Amazon Echo Show. This is the one with the screen, which is really only available in the US. That's what they're saying according to the announcements. So I know in Canada it's not available, so I can't even get the skill to test it. We're going to take a look first at getting this up and running, period, and then connecting it to HomeKit. Let's take a look. So here we are in the Logitech Circle 2. You can see this is the wired version of the Circle 2, which is super important in that the wireless version is not supported with Apple HomeKit. So that's something that we need to be aware of. It is easy setup. You've got talk and listen. You've got full HD video, night vision, and you've got advanced motion filtering. At least that's what's written on the box. Fine print. You need to pay for that. So I took this screen capture from the Logitech website, and this is March 2018. So just something to be aware of is that the Circle Safe works, Circle Safe Basic, but if you want anything like person detection, motion zones, those things, that's the Circle Safe Premium. That's the subscription service, not included with the camera itself. So I'm a little annoyed that that is on the box with no notion that you're going to have to pay more for this. It's not actually included. So as we pull this out of the box, you can see here it's in a box. It's well put together. It's well protected. I do like the way that Logitech has packed this. It's safe. I don't anticipate any problems here at all. So the stuff out of the box, let's take a look at what we've got here. First thing we've got is the mount itself. So this is one thing that is kind of nice about the Logitech Circle, is that it's just going to clip on, and you can get various different kinds of mounts for this. So you could get one that's going to mount on the outside of a building. You can actually get a window mount, which is a aftermarket. Again, it's something you're going to have to buy separate from the camera itself, and to be able to mount the camera directly onto a window, so you can have it on the inside of your house looking out, rather than on the outside of your house. This is indoor and outdoor. It's waterproof, all that good stuff, so it will work outside. But I'm not sure that I would want to have this this device, which frankly I think you could just rip it off the wall fairly easily and make that a temptation, shall we say. It is USB powered, as you can see, and this is USB powered with a little adapter plug that will allow this to work for North America. So, of course, I live in Canada, so we need that. And that's really it for the physical setup. You're going to have to choose your mount. You're going to have to put it somewhere. You're going to have to plug it in. And then we just move over and set it up with Apple HomeKit and connect that through the software. Let's go take a look at that. So you get the Logitech Circle app installed, you go through the initial setup login to get yourself a user account, and then you choose which Circle. We're going to do a Circle 2 Apple HomeKit paired. So we tap on that, and then it says, would we like to give access to your home data, which of course we're going to have to. So set it up in Apple first, so we can do that, right? Use this option if you've already set up a wired to Circle in the Apple Home app, which we have not. So we're going to go back and actually install it, just install the Circle 2 direct to power. There we go. So we attach it Circle 2 to its mount and power on. You might hit this message here, which is turn Circle on and wait for the LED to flash blue. So you're going to have to confirm that. Gives you a little couple of recommendations there. Search for the camera again. Getting ready. Was actually a pretty simple setup process. Got it. Worked fine. Name your camera. So in this case, I'm going to name this side yard because I'm going to put it to monitor my side yard. So we'll give it a descriptive name, and we'll make sure we spell that properly. Click next. We're going to ask it which Wi-Fi do we want to use. And so now, because we're connected over Bluetooth, it's going to push the Wi-Fi settings over to the camera, and the camera is going to try to join that Wi-Fi network. Joining now. Firmware update. Don't unplug your camera. Awesome. I love this. This is one of my favorite things to see. This tells me, again, the vendor is serious about supporting this, and it's not just throwing something out into the market, taking our money and just turning off the lights. Through the power of video editing, we will make this go a lot faster than it actually was. Now connecting to cloud. And check box. Everything is good. So now we can go welcome home. You'll see a quick camera image flash up. You're going to click on continue, put in your username and password. You agree to the terms and privacy, so check that out if you have to. And now we're going to actually set up the Smarthome integration. So when we click on this, of course, we have the Apple Homekit or the Logitech Pop or Madam A for voice integrations. Again, I think it's just you download the Google Assistant skill. We'll look at that in a different video. We're going to enable Apple Homekit. So launch the Apple Homekit app, and we're going to flip over to that, and we're going to have to open this up. So this is apparently open already. I was messing around with something else. So now we're going to click on the plus button and do the pairing of the Logitech Circle Cam with Apple Homekit. So we click on the usual, add accessory. And now we need to go find where that little HomeKit code is. Now, I'm not going to lie, it took me quite a bit to find that little HomeKit code. It is actually printed on the edge of the back of the camera underneath the white protective covering. So just realize that you're going to have a little bit of trouble getting to this if you don't know where to look. So we're going to wait for the HomeKit process to find the new camera. There we go. It's a Logitech Circle. Awesome. We're going to tap on that, adding Logitech Circle to HomeKit. And now the Logitech Circle has been added to HomeKit. So you can see, first off, we're going to have to choose what room we put it in. So the room is going to be the dining room, which is where I want this monitoring the side yard. It's going to mount this on the window. We've also got a motion detector. Now realize that the motion detector here might not be that useful, seen as it's the camera is going to be pointed to the outside, but I could use this to, for instance, turn on lights outside if I wanted to. So that's an option here that I have. Now I can go down here in the bottom, and we should be able to see, there we go. The Logitech Circle is now available within HomeKit. We can connect to that. Isn't that awesome? We can see here, get some more details on it. We can include it in favorites if we want. We're always going to be able to go over to the specific room as well. So as we move back over to the Logitech app, we can now see that Apple HomeKit has indeed been paired, and that the HomeKit, the Logitech app knows about that. So of course we have the what's new, so we can look at that within the app, which is great. Their app is not bad, but there are some things that I didn't like about this camera. The biggest one, to be honest, is the fact that Motion Zones is part of the subscription service. So Circle Safe, which is the Logitech subscription service, is for things like extended storage of your video in the cloud. So this is definitely more of a security thing. This allows you to store video in the cloud, unlike something like the D-Link Omna. But motion zones, the way this is going to affect you is if a car drives by and it's within the image, I'm going to get a notification on that, which, one of the other things, change the resolution. Wanted to point this out. There's a known issue right now with the HomeCam app. So if you're a fan of that, change your resolution to 720p. This is going to cause the camera to reboot because it's got to reconfigure itself a little bit. We'll go back in. So 720p seems to clear up some of the issues with the HomeCam app. So that's one thing. Slightly lower resolution, but the HomeCam app is awesome. Check out that review. I'll post a link to that in the notes below if you haven't seen that already. So other than that, it's a pretty solid camera. It works with HomeKit, it works with Google Assistant. I can do my notifications. Again, the biggest issue I have with this is the fact that Motion Zones is a subscription fee right now, so that is pretty annoying. It's pretty chatty. I get a lot of notifications on my phone, on my Apple Watch. Not wonderful. So if you're looking at a HomeKit camera, this is it's a good deal. Right, it seems to work. I haven't had a lot of issues with it since I bought it. It has one of the only HomeKit supported, natively supported cameras that has cloud storage available in it that you don't have to configure yourself. The Arlo does as well now, so that's one of the new ones. D-Link Omna does not, so that's one of the things that may affect you here. This is also a outdoor capable camera, so that's one of the other things that may affect your decision, is that you can, assuming you've got the wire and the length, actually plug this in outdoors and it will work for you. And with that, if you guys hopefully enjoyed this, please click on that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if you want to learn how to make your house just a little bit smarter with Apple HomeKit, please check out the Udemy course, which is listed in the link below.